Derek Howarth, who we're going to do co-commentary with me. Derek is the captain of the Blackpool, and we're ready to toss. I think we've already tossed up and ready to go for the first game. I've got with me Derek Howarth, who we're going to do co-commentary with me. Derek is the captain of the Blackburn team. How you doing, Derek?
I'm not so bad. Very nice to be here in a beautiful club. Absolutely superb setting for this event. I must congratulate Clayton on their efforts on this. It does look a really professional job that they've done. It's a beautiful club, all nicely decorated for Christmas. Let's just hope that we can get the correct result.
Well, you need a good result tonight. It's a lot hanging in the balance for Blackburn, isn't there?
Yes, there is quite a lot. This match is very important. We've been playing now for 10 months for the Group 2 Championship. If we happen to win this game, we cast our uncertainties to walk away with the championship and then hopefully go to the All England Championships in Great Yarmouth later in the year. It's one of the major pool events of the year, so obviously all my lads are keyed up and really hoping to put on a good show tonight for everybody.
Ready to go, I think. The first game, it's Adrian Townley from Blackburn, and he's playing Peter Walsh from Blackpool. And we're just waiting for everybody to get sorted out, and I think we're ready. Yeah, there we go, the white ball going down now. And it's Adrian Townley to break. Sorry, I misinformed you there. That was Peter Walsh breaking for Blackpool.
Peter's made a very open break there. He's looks like he may be on from the clean-up from the word go. No, he's just played a ball to just tuck over the bottom pocket.
That's Adrian to take his shot, and he trapped a yellow.
Yes, I think Adrian actually there was just trying to put that yellow ball over the bottom pocket. Not more than just pot it.
Just to leave it for the next time as well. Because at this level of the game, they don't sort of just whack them down, do they? Like your normal pub team.
Well, the thing is, if you tend to leave people a chance to clear up, then they're going to do that. So you do get a bit of tactical play, which a lot of people tend to think is a little bit boring in pool, but having said that, you get a lot of boring people in snooker.
That's true. So it's now Peter Walsh, and he's sort of weighing up what his next shot is going to be.
I think he seems a little bit unfortunate there. I think he's screwed back just a little bit further than he thought to do.
Well, that's why I'm shaking his head there. He doesn't look too happy with it.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
Well, Peter's going now for the ready, and he's just screwed it all the way around the table.
That was, to my way of thinking, just a bit of a suicide shot. I think to tell you the truth, I just don't know what he was doing there. I think Adrian really should be in control of the table from now on in. It's just a matter now of patience, taking your time, and the game really should be Adrian's here for the taking.
So, how many games have you got to play there?
There's 9 frames in all. As the league stands, really Blackpool need to beat us a score maybe of 7-2, 8-1 to be in with any reasonable chance at all, whereas just a 5-4 victory for us will suffice. It looks very much like Adrian here is going for game. Just nice little rolling shots now. There's no need to try and do anything silly. No
fancy tricks.
No need to do any fancy side or anything. Just little rolling shots.
Well, he's got 2 left now.
Yeah, he seems to have left himself a nice angle just to run off the side cushion and end up at the back of the yellow near the centre pocket. Oh,
Black's got in the way.
that was just unfortunate. If he'd missed the black there, it was game shot a match, but he still may be able to cut that ball in from here.
No, it doesn't look an easy shot though. From,
No,
my camera angle, it looks like it's in the way.
Yeah, the camera angle is a little bit deceptive from here, so it looks like he's actually snookered himself.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's a bad break, that.
Yeah, it was.
He'll have to play safety now then.
Well, hopefully he'll try and judge the weight and land right at back of the yellow. He seems to have he's played the right weight.
But it's gone between the black
But just too far. Unfortunately, the new rules now in pool, whereas after any foul stroke, the oncoming player can place the white anywhere at back of the line. It used to be the D, but now the game is anywhere at back of the line. The Peter shouldn't have any problems now in just knocking these last 3 balls in. I think he'll probably just roll this in and then play for 2 on the black. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
First visit.
Well, it's first blood to Blackpool.
Yeah, just an unfortunate break there for Aidan. He got a bad kiss, but as he said, one that's got away. Let's hope it's the last one.
So, right, we're back here now at frame 2, and it's Jed Patton from Blackburn playing David Hickey from Blackpool, obviously, and it's Jed to break. Derek.
Again, Jed's going for a very open break here. I think David will be taking reds. The fact that there's 2 yellows there in a reasonably bad position on the side rail.
Well, now it's David Hickey. Just thinking about it, obviously.
No, it's surprising me in taking the yellows, which...
Well, he had the choice there, and he's taking yellow.
He had the choice.
Well, it looks as if it might have cost him, because red look fairly handy to me on the far
Yes,
side.
they do. The thing, I think Jed will clip this one in the middle and hope to get position at the bottom of the table, and we might just see an 8-ball clearance here.
Well, you sound very hopeful there, Derek. I mean, it's wishful thinking, probably, isn't it?
No, not really. I know Jed. He's a very, very capable player. He's an ex-England international.
Indeed.
So obviously he knows his way around a pool table.
Well, he's just spotted 2, 3.
And he's just, again, the camera angle is a little bit deceptive, but I think he maybe has just screwed that a little bit back too far. I should imagine he'll kiss into the yellow ball here to hold position on the red.
Yes, you're absolutely right. He seems to have gone up the table. But as I said, it's the camera angle that's a little bit deceptive. He's...
Yeah, I think he'll just roll this ball in. Roll this ball in a little bit aside on to come back somewhere positioned near enough the black. Oh, isn't... That was a bad slip there from Jed, not one that you would expect from a player of his capabilities.
Well, he doesn't look too happy about it at all. But it's early days yet, and he's got a good lead there.
I mean, it's early days to leave somebody with 7 balls on and you with 3. In this game, Wade is played, the bloke with the 7 balls on holds all the aces.
Really? Of course, it's not like snooker, is it, where you get points and hand up points?
No.
It's sudden death, isn't it? Really?
There's only one way of winning this game, and that's when the black ball goes in the hole.
Right. And he gets another chance, but it doesn't look easy, does it?
No, I don't think there's a pot on there. I think Jed will just be somehow trying to move one of the balls a bit nearer to the pocket, so he may have an easier shot next time if he gets a clear shot of the balls.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right.
Jed's priority at this minute is to make sure that all these balls will be potable as and when he gets a chance. David's idea is now to obviously make sure that they're not, and to try and get Jed in as good a snooker as possible. He's just done himself no favours there at all with knocking the ball onto the side cushion.
Well, it's going to be harder to get at later, isn't it?
Yeah. You're having to talk. If the ball is on the side cushion like that, you really have to get right behind it with the white ball to stand any chance whatsoever of playing the ball down into the opposite bottom corner pocket.
Well, while he's thinking about that, tell me a bit about the Super League. I mean, how many games do you play each other twice or once?
Yeah, in the Super League, it's based as 6 teams in a Super League. Teams from all over Lancashire. It was originally set up by about 10 years ago to see who was the best town teams in the Lancashire area, and it's just basically grown from there. Pool is a very, very popular sport. And when you play in your own leagues, you do get a little bit rusty. Keep playing the same people all the time.
Yeah, I suppose familiarity breeds contempt, doesn't it? Yeah.
So at least now, when you're playing different teams from different towns, as long as we're meeting different players, you also make some very good friends.
Right. Yeah. Well, I saw David Hickey then. He sort of his shot just rolled forward, and Jed had a shot but laid it back behind the red.
Again, Jed was all he was trying to do there again was to make sure that all his balls are potable, and David's just helped him there. But in getting back to the Super League thing again, in our particular Super League, there's 6 teams. There's a team from Preston, a team from Chorley, obviously Blackpool and Blackburn, a team from Lancaster, and another one at the minute. It just escapes me. Sorry, from Wigan. From Wigan. Yeah. I should have remembered that, because that was the last televised game that we had on, which was against Wigan.
And do you normally play here, or do you move about?
No, well, we move about. Usually you find that other teams stay in one venue, but we are very lucky in a way. We do have some sponsorship from Thwaites', and we play in different Thwaites' venues. Thwaites' have been very good to Pool this year.
Well, they're sponsoring the event, aren't they? This championship. Well, there's certainly an association with Thwaites' Brewery.
Thwaites' have been very good this year with Pool. Not only have they sponsored this, they have sponsored the Lancashire County Pool team. They've also sponsored a 7-man team event, which is, there's a lot of other breweries that don't seem to get involved at all with sponsorship, but that's another story. I could go on for hours on end on that.
I see then that Jed had a touching ball called, didn't he?
Yeah, again, with the new rule changes, under the old rules, Jed could have played into the red, because you used to be able to play a push shot in Pool, but now the rules have been brought into line with snooker, whereas you must play away from a touching ball, which to my mind is the far more sensible thing, because everybody knows the snooker rule regarding the touching ball, and it used to cause arguments.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Jed might step in here and settle the argument.
It was a little bit unfortunate there. If he'd kissed into that yellow full, he would have had a very easy angle just to roll that in, but now you may find he may have to send the white ball down the bottom end of the table to come back up, which is never the easiest thing to do. No, he's just played a percentage shot and hoped to finish this off with a difficult cut into the bottom right-hand pocket.
There it goes. Well, that's levels.
Very, very nice finish there from Jed.
Well, Well, next game now it's one apiece, and the next game is between Dave Harrison from Blackburn and Jimmy Gallagher of Blackpool. They're shaking hands there, as you can see, and it's Dave to strike first. He's going to break.
Dave is
a big open break.
A very attacking player. Very rare that Dave gets involved in any long games.
No cat and mouse for him, eh?
No, I give the balls a good whack there, and he's playing reds. But having said that, he seems to have laid a nice snooker there.
Yeah, well,
the first snooker of the night.
It's good to me.
And after watching 2 frames of pool, to set out on the third is something more ironic.
Oh. Not good to me, but not so good to Jimmy Gallagher, I suspect.
I think he really should hit these.
That's where it leaves him, isn't it?
Yeah. Again, this table has been specially put in tonight by Allied Billiards. Again, it's a brand new table, which does make for open pool. A fast table makes for open pool.
So this is obviously going to be a fast being new.
Yeah, or the cloth will be like lightning. If you always are when they're new, it's always a far better game when the tables are fast than when they're slow. You find judging positional shots are a lot easier on a fast table to a slow one. We seem to have drawn a fair crowd into us. Well, seems to be about 40, well, I don't know, maybe a little bit more, about 80 people in.
Well, I don't know how many people they normally get another night, but it might have done some good having the venue here. Seems a lot of interest in it. Anyway, now we've got Jimmy Gallagher to try and show. Try and lay it over the top.
I think he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. I think he's seen maybe where, I know Blackpool won the first game, but he was a little bit fortunate. Jimmy's decided that he's not going to fall into that trap and he's going to slow the game down a little bit. But knowing Dave, I'll be very surprised if he allows him to do that for very long. He's not the most patient of fellows.
Well, did you give him any instructions before the thing?
Only instructions I've said to the players is to just treat it as a normal game. Try and forget the cameras as much as you can. It's not as if we're like snooker players that are playing in front of it every week. No. It's a very unique experience for the pool players to play in front of cameras. So it's all players all a little bit nervous and.
Yeah, I expect they are a bit, but they'll enjoy seeing themselves afterwards or something. It's all over.
Yeah. It can only be good for the game to see, to get the games onto the television, onto the local cable. Again, it promotes what we're trying to do within the EPA, which is to promote the game as best we possibly can, and hopefully to get people playing competitive pool.
Yeah, I think Jimmy got one down there, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Jimmy was doing the same as what Adrian tried in the first frame, just to roll the ball down over the bottom pocket. But with the speed, as I said before, with the speed of the table, those shots become pretty difficult on a fast table, because you'll find they'll always tend to drop in. But this seems to be emerging into maybe it's going to be a slower game of pool, with Jimmy Gallagher just trying to cover pockets and cover Dave's ball.
Well, I know what you mean. Seemed to put Jimmy in deep thought there. This is a long shot, isn't it now? Well, he's gone down. It seems that David seems really tight balls against the side of the bottom cushion here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dave he's just struggling at the minute with one. I think what he'll try and do as soon as he gets the opportunity, we'll try and move the red away from 3 yellows on the bottom left-hand pocket. Jimmy here will just try and cover the pocket if he possibly can. But think maybe find Dave now, maybe try and move these two. Because it's not to his benefit now where the ball's a position to have ease tied up. He needs now to be able to attack the game if at all possible.
He's laid that over the pocket, all right, I think.
I think it's just time to consolidate really and just see what Jimmy's going to do.
So they don't seem to take the chances until they're absolutely sure, and when they're playing cat and mouse like this, playing it softly.
Yeah, well, it's to try and gain the two-shot advantage, and then you usually find players of this standard do tend to put the balls away when they do get two shots. There he is now trying to move away one of the balls as soon as possible. At his next opportunity, I'm sure he will try and move the one near the two yellows on the bottom left-hand pocket.
Yeah, there was. It looks like it's touching.
Well, knowing Dave, he may possibly take this on. If he plays the ball hard down into the bottom pocket, he'll open everything up. And if he plays it correctly, he's just played the shot slowly. But I think he'll rue that he did that. If he'd have played that shot hard, he could possibly have opened everything up.
Yeah. He seems to have come out of that pretty well, though.
Yeah, but again, Jimmy's in a reasonable position here because Dave has that one ball that's tied up near the bottom cushion. Jimmy is a very well-respected player around the Blackpool area. It's a very strong area for pool is Blackpool. There's some very, very good players in Blackpool.
Well, I think Blackburn has a fair share of it. It's popular here too, isn't it, in Blackburn?
Oh, well, you know, we've over the years we've had some very good players in Blackburn, but we just seem to, the last couple of years, lost interest somewhat, and this year we've seemed to have got the interest back, which is evident by the moment where we stand in the league.
Right. How do you actually pick the players from for the thing? Is it from one particular bar or pub? Or?
Well, no, it's as silly as it sounds. More interest is more than anything. I get to hear about players by word of mouth. There's a young lad going to be coming on playing later, Russell Prescott. I got told about the lad who'd been a very fair player, and we just went along and watched him and invited him to come and play, and he's done very well.
So he's now a regular member of the team, is he?
Yeah, he's now a member of the side. He's played in the last 3 games. He's won 2 and unfortunately lost his last one, which it was very unfortunate. But he got a very rough baptism against Wigan at Wigan, with the score standing at 4 apiece and everything to play for. And
he was called upon to play.
I put Russell on at that stage and threw him in at the deep end, and he really came through it.
He won his game, did he?
Yes, he really came through it. He put on a superb show.
How old is he?
Russell, he's about 19, I think.
Now we have referee Pat Fay looking for see if it's a touching ball. I think he's ruled that it isn't, though, isn't he, Derek?
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't watching the ball. It must have been called a non-touching ball because Dave played into it. And if it was a touching ball, he would have had to play away.
There's Pat Fay looking again.
But again, you will find, on a fast table, and I don't like to keep harping back onto this, but on a fast table, it's very hard to actually get the balls touching, whereas on a slow table, they tend to go touching, at the easiest opportunity.
Yeah. Well, it seems to be a very cagey game now.
Yeah, I think, they're both going to be playing cat and mouse for at least another few shots, because Dave can possibly pot 3 or 4 balls, but while he's got this one at the bottom left-hand pocket, it's going to do him no good whatsoever.
He can't finish, in other words.
No, so it's it's a bit pointless committing suicide just for its sake of potting a few balls.
It's Jimmy getting now to see if he can the ball close.
Again, both players are just waiting for opportunity either to get 2 shots or...
We're just sizing each other up at the moment.
Yeah, the game is somewhat stagnant at the minute, but that's why I said the first 2 games went rather quick, and now we've got one that's... now then, that could be a nice little break. Jimmy, for some reason, has decided to give the balls an almighty wallop, and...
so how's that left?
Well, Dave now has 2 visits to the table. The white ball in hand, if he requires. He can play the white from where it is at the moment, or take the white at back of the line and play any ball he requires onto the table. He can pot any balls in combination. He could pot a yellow with a yellow or a red with a yellow. It's what is termed as an open table. He's elected to take the white ball in hand.
Back behind the line.
I think he's looking for an angle to open the... I think you may find him playing a combo here off the 2 yellow balls.
Try and get that red away.
To try and get the red away, and hopefully, as well as he does it, to pot the yellow in the pocket. The shot is there, but he has to be careful which side he puts on the ball, otherwise the white may go in there as well. That was it. To say fortunate would be somewhat of an understatement, but this position now leaves Dave with 2 shots, playing reds, with only 1 difficult ball really to get on. I think, yes, the black passes the yellow ball on the bottom right-hand corner. I think you'll find Dave here now just rolling the ball in the middle pocket, playing for the other red into the middle pocket.
Put a big elbow into
yes, that was...
was that bad cueing or just unfortunate?
No, I don't think it was bad cueing. I don't think it was a rank bad shot.
But bad idea altogether.
Yeah, I think that's very easy to say satire, of course. Like, you know, it's...
well, this is true. We seem
looking at Dave's face, he knows he should have done a lot better than that.
Well, has he got a chance to make amends?
And he'll probably just try and cover that pocket now with a red ball, which he has done now. The situation for me is still, the way the balls are at the minute, Dave is still favourite. Because at any given time now we can move the other red ball away from the yellow, having covered that pocket, or even maybe try and play a combo with the red onto yellow onto the red.
Well, there's Jimmy. He's standing down looking at his...
See, what Jimmy really needs now is somewhere to snooker Dave, but he's not got a group of balls together to get behind.
So there's not a great deal of option there.
No, he hasn't. He's... So he's just electing to roll this one over the pocket, but as I said before,
it's gone in.
Harping back to the fact that I said before, to actually roll one down the cushions and to hold position is very difficult on this speed of table.
It's not easy to judge, is it?
No.
These lads are just coming here, they haven't practiced on this table, have they?
No, because the table, as I said earlier, has been put in today especially by Allied Billiards.
I think referee Pat Fair looks a bit like that snooker player John Virgo, don't you?
John Virgo? I think that's a bit of an insult to John Virgo, knowing Pat.
Well, we're really pleased with that one.
I don't think Pat can do trick shots, and I don't think he's quite as good on the comedy. He's a very droll chap, his Pat. He's a very dry sense of humour. But a referee...
I was thinking about his facial expression.
Answer about 6,000.
It's not an easy one. It's any sport, the referees are always...
open to abuse.
Open to abuse and one thing and another, but in tournaments, a referee can be standing at a table for like 8 hours at a time. And at the end of the day, they pick up some cash for it, but it's nowhere to compensate 8 hours standing at a table. If he makes one bad call in that time...
His name is Mud.
Yes, people tend to, like, you know, question parentage and things. But Dave's played a very nice shot there. He moved the black over the centre pocket and kissed his other red into the open play. Jimmy now has a bit of serious thinking to do here.
Right, he seems to be doing it too. He's walking around the table, looking at all the angles.
I think what he may try and elect to do is just rest the yellow ball onto Dave's red.
Do you mean the one over the pocket or the one beside the yellow?
The one that's near, furthest away from the pocket, not the one that's over the pocket. Because if he tries that shot, he'll very easily knock it in. I think at the moment he'll just be trying to make it as hard as.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, well, he has done, but he's left himself out. Well, I think in a little bit of trouble here. Dave will just play away up the table now.
That shot looks like it's going in, doesn't it?
Well, he didn't play that to go in, that was most certain. I think Dave just played away up the table then to leave the ball in Jimmy's court now. Whereas he must now try and maybe play a slow shot onto the yellow ball over the pocket, or he's electing to play off the angle. He played a very nice shot there, putting Dave into a little bit of trouble. He's now forced to play the red nearest to the yellow. Oh, he played it.
Did it touch it? Did it touch it?
I don't know, I couldn't really see from here. I don't know whether he called foul or whether he played it or not. All will soon
find out.
Yeah, we'll soon find out if he picks a white ball up.
It looks as though it touched it to me, but we can't quite see from where we are.
Not necessarily, no, it must not have done. He's asked for the white ball to be put back into back of the baulk line.
So it's
bit of a bad mistake there from Dave, because really the only way he could possibly have lost this game is doing what he's just done, which was giving 2 shots. Jimmy still now should knock these in without a great deal of difficulty. It's just a matter of playing a combo into the bottom pocket.
Well, it's as sudden as that, eh? It's one wrong move and you... Well, that didn't...
Yeah, but he should. I think he should still have a reasonably 2 easy shots here. It's just a matter of two little rolling shots, and the game is over and done with.
Because he has 2 shots yet, doesn't he?
No, he's only got 1 because he missed the first initial one.
Right. So he's.
But where Jimmy's looking here, I don't think he's right impressed with the angle he's left himself. If he has left himself straight onto that, it will be a little bit difficult.
Well, it doesn't look too confident.
Being near to the cushion, obviously you can't screw the ball back. If it had been inch or 2 inches away, it'd have just been, just 2 little rolling shots, as I said earlier. But he's not happy with the angle he's left himself. And he's going to play a bit of top and hope to come off the cushion and end up somewhere in direct line with the yellow into the opposite bottom pocket.
Well, there's the yellow waiting to. Yeah, that's away.
Yeah, that's
well, it's not a bad shot, is it?
No, that's a shot he's played.
It's all down to where he ends up now behind.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to do anything here, bar just trickle the ball in and just roll the black in the centre.
Well, if this goes down, it'll be 2-1 to Blackpool. And
yeah,
it is, yes,
2-1 to Blackpool.
Well, we're back here, and it's the 4th game. This one's Keith Bannister, and he's playing Brian McDowell from Blackpool, and it's Keith the break. Right, what do you think is going to happen here?
Oh, Keith's given a wallop from the start, but Keith is one of the slower players about. He's one of the thinkers of the game, as they say. Well, I don't know, he's on reds because the red ball has gone down.
So he has to play reds now.
He has to play reds now. I think he'll try and just shove the red on the cushion up to obstruct the way for the black into the centre pocket.
Of course, a lot of people who don't know this game don't realise that if any player inadvertently knocks that black in, the game's over.
Well, the game's finished, yeah. That's a shot that Keith played, but he just hit the bottom angle instead of the top one. It's and that's one of the big differences between this game and snooker. Whereas you find sometimes in snooker, if you make a mistake, you've always a chance of getting back to the table.
Right, yeah. But
if you knock the black in snooker, it's only 7 points away. You knock the black ball in pool, and it's
dead, yeah.
bye-bye.
Well, let's Keith back at the table.
I'll be very surprised if Keith tries to pot anything here. I think he'll just be trying to manoeuvre things about a little bit for a couple of shots. I don't think we'll see him
do anything brave.
No, I don't think we'll see him going for game or anything like that. Yeah, he's covered the pocket there from that yellow.
There's no yellows on or anything, is there really?
No, again, but I don't think you'll see Brian here doing anything. I think Brian maybe just trying to shove this other yellow ball over the pocket.
Let's go for it.
Again, with the harping back against the speed of the table, I don't think he went to that ball.
I was looking at his face off camera there, and he was a bit disappointed with that shot. Actually, he didn't look too pleased.
I think he's just looking for an angle here to cover the... he's played there a very nice shot. He's moved the red ball away that was obstructing his other yellow ball into the top left-hand corner pocket.
So Keith now has to think of a counter move to...
Well, I think you may just find Keith here maybe just clipping this ball very thin down to the bottom left-hand corner pocket.
Well, as you said, Derek, looks like he's going to have a try at that shot.
Yeah, that's all he's done. He just played to cover the pocket. The basic idea of that is people say, why do people cover pockets? It's to make your opponent's ball then a bad ball, and to help you, if you've got a bad ball, then to knock it into play.
Yeah.
And it's very much cat and mouse here again at the minute, but I think Keith will have to be a little bit careful. If Brian happens to move the yellow ball, which is on the right-hand side rail, at the moment on our camera angle looks to be obstructed by the red from going into the pocket, but at the moment that seems to be his only bad ball.
Well, there's Keith with serious thought.
Oh, Keith has that expression on his face, whatever he's doing.
Oh, does he? Win or lose?
Yes, he's...
poker face.
Yeah, well, it surprises me here that he's electing to move that ball. He's now left a possible chance here if Brian decides to have a go at these here. He only needs one good shot, I think, now. You see him maybe take a long pot into the bottom pocket.
He has done, but he's missed it.
It was very, very fortunate there. The yellow didn't go, but if they'd hadn't double kissed the white on the way back, the white was going in.
So what does that leave now for Keith?
Keith, looking at these, if again, there's a possibility here for Keith to go for game. We're just a couple of shots ago, you couldn't have seen this developing so quickly, but it has.
It looks like Keith's got a good chance here, doesn't it? Having said that, it's been made to look hideous. But I think Keith, in all fairness, there was going for game. He just played a bad shot. It's a great shame that we can't put headphones on these lads and tell them what they should be doing. Eh?
Yeah.
The coaching from the side there, Derek. It looks like Brown's going for cover that. Oh,
he's just selected to cover the pocket because Keith has a ball there. But again, Keith's been left with an opportunity here. If he just doubles this one over, this isn't beyond the realms of possibilities.
Oh, that was a good shot. Yeah. So he makes an entry his last bad one.
Yes.
He's ended up in a very good position, hasn't he?
Well, I don't know if that ball passes and the red ball passes at the bottom end of the table. If he just manages to play that at a reasonable slow speed, his white should come reasonably well. He's got 3 balls in the middle of the table that's relatively easy to get on. This will possibly be the match-winning shot if he gets this.
Was Brown looking a bit worried?
No, that was actually Jimmy Gallagher from the last frame.
Sorry, yeah, it was indeed. Obviously, you know the players are better than me.
Jimmy looking on rather studious. You know, he's done his bit. He's won. The pressure's off him.
Yeah, well done, happy man.
That's the shot that Keith's just played. Now I think it's just a matter now of he may elect to just clip this ball into the middle pocket if he can hit it.
And that's the ball on the left-hand side as we look at it.
The only snag with that is he may kiss the black ball onto the cushion.
Yeah, that's a danger, and it stays there. Yeah, it's hard to shift then, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's why Keith is looking so studious at the thing. He's now electing to play a long. I think he's maybe trying to elect to play a long pot there into his
bottom left hand.
Bottom left hand.
Well, but
if he plays that one in the middle pocket and plays the white so it hits the black at a reasonable speed, it should knock the black into open game.
Well, he's gone for it, missed it, and...
Where's the white gone?
Well, the white one's left there, but he's not one of Brown's into the bottom right.
He then had to... He tried to do something there with the white to stop knocking the black away from the pocket and paid the worst penalty that you possibly could do.
Which could, of course, cost him the game quite easily.
Well, I think...
Barring accidents.
Brian actually is not a player that I've seen before, so if he has any weak points or strong points,
we'll find out very shortly.
Unfortunately, I don't know about them. I think it'd just be a case of just rolling this one in and then trying to play the other ball down.
No, the yellow on the left hand.
He may try and move it, which he's elected to do.
Well, he's moved it.
He's been a little bit unfortunate there. If he can, the referee has called a touching yellow ball, which means he must play away. Which I think obstructs him from potting the ball, which is over the bottom pocket. He may now just elect to play a combo here with the red ball and put the yellow into the bottom pocket. Which he has done. And yes, it was a very nice shot. Yeah. Again, where he's in a situation now with just 2 little rolling shots, and there shouldn't be a great deal of problem here. In his 2 visits now, he's just to knock this last yellow in and the black, I should imagine, being into the middle pocket. 2 shots into the black, onto the black in the middle pocket.
missed it.
But that's not as disastrous as it actually looks, because he's very fortunate where the ball has actually ended up. He's just, again, a simple rolling shot into the bottom pocket.
Well, he made it the second attempt. So that's... Well, we're back here, and it's the fifth game. David King versus...
It's Damien King, actually, Milton.
Damien, is it? Sorry, I stand corrected. It's Damien King to break for Blackburn. He's playing, rather confusingly, Paul Blackburn from Blackpool. And I'm afraid it's bad news for Derek's team. It's 3-1, isn't it, Derek?
Yeah, it's 3... Yeah, it's 3-1 down at the moment. As I say, it's over 9 frames. It's the first. It's who gets to 5, as they say. It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Well, I can't see any fat ladies around the place, but...
Well, I don't think we better say that. We might,
I wouldn't say so if I could. But anyway, it's 3-1, and here's Paul Blackburn for Blackpool. A little touch there. Yeah,
I think, again, to be no heroics at this stage of the game. Damien knows the seriousness of the situation. It's only 1 frame, I know, but there's a big difference between 3-1 and 3-2 and 4-1. So I don't think Damien will be taking many risks during this frame.
Well, it doesn't like anybody's taking any risks here at this game.
No, it's a very crucial game for both sides. Obviously, as I said, if Blackpool go 4-1 up, they're sitting on the winning post, so to say. Well,
it'll be interesting to see how it develops. It's early days. Is anybody nominated yet? There's nobody nominated?
No, there's no balls gone down yet. The only way that you decide which group of balls you actually on, either red or yellows, is the first legal ball that's potted. That nominates which one you're on. If you happen to pot a red and a yellow at the same time, you then nominate which group of balls you decide to take.
But there's nothing down for anybody, and
there's nothing down, and I don't think there's going to be much possibilities, maybe for another couple of minutes at least. Unless, mind you, having said that, I've seen stranger things happen. Where Damien's looking at this, he might be fancying his chances.
Well, what would you tell him if you could, Derek?
What would I tell him if I could at this moment in time? I would just tell him to keep his head. He's a very good player, and he knows exactly what to do. Just keep his head and wait for his chances. Yeah, as I said, he's just waiting his chances. He's just rolled off the ball there. He's just leaving it, hoping for Paul to make the first mistake, or a bit of outside commentary there.
There's always one, isn't there, Derek? Well, studiously cueing his chalking his cue, his full Blackburn.
The thing where the ball's situated at the moment, even though I'm saying no player will probably go for anything, but if Paul happens to leave a red on in any pocket, Damien is easily capable of taking the ball. But see, the shot, as I said, he's played the white ball back to the bottom end of the table to make sure that Damien hasn't got an easy pop.
Well, I think he went for that yellow then, didn't he?
Well,
or do you think he did?
No, I think he was more interested in getting the white ball back to the bottom end of the table more than the yellow ball going for the yellows. Because with none being nominated at the moment, the red balls seem to be the ones to go for. But Damien played a combo there with the yellows to prove me wrong. But
so.
again, looking at these a second time, just where things have developed now, it may be possibilities. If he can just play if he can get through to the yellow ball nearest to the bottom left-hand pocket, he may find Damien here going for game.
Well, that's at the top of the tail. He's going to go through there, and he's gone for it, and he got it, and it looks good.
Now it's just a case of if he can see the ball into the middle pocket. The way he's looking, I don't think he can. But again, the camera angle that we have isn't perfect.
He's taking a good long look at it.
Yeah. Well, obviously the ball he wants to play is the one that is actually nearest to the middle pocket, but unfortunately he can't get that. So now he has to cut across the other one, which means he'll be losing some control of the white ball. But he's ended up there in a very nice position. He will try and leave, if at all possible, the yellow nearest to the black for his final shot. So it'll just be a case of rolling the white ball through and ending up with a straight black into the bottom left-hand pocket. But that is somewhat preempting the situation. That's a few shots ahead.
Yeah, we're running ahead of the game. Yeah,
but it's like snooker. They say they plan a long way in front. In this game of pool, you can't play shot by shot. You must
strategize. Yeah.
You must work out the way you're going to go. He's ended a little bit straight onto that ball. He may be forced here to take the yellow outside of the black, but it shouldn't be a great disaster if he has to. But I think he would.
He seems to be going for that one.
Yeah, I think he would really like to have left that one till last.
Well, there he was.
Again, that was a very nice. He's just got to roll this one in the middle pocket now. A little stun shot on the other yellow ball into the bottom, and leave yourself a cut for the black into the bottom left-hand pocket. That's the angle that Damien is now looking at, is where to actually leave his white to gain the best position for the black.
For the black, yeah.
I think we'll find him maybe just rolling this in. I can't see him playing this with any speed at all.
Well, gently does it.
Yeah, that's
as good as he can hope for.
Well, I don't know.
Has he gone too far?
I think he may have gone a little bit too far, but the saving grace is here. He may be able to kiss into his opponent's red here and hold position. It's a case of hoping that the white doesn't go in the middle.
Yeah, it was close, wasn't it? It was very close there.
But it's a case now of just holding his nerve and rolling in a straight black into the bottom pocket. It's not as easy as it looks because the white is hard up onto the cushion. But he's played a beautiful shot there.
And
that was a nice frame. That was a nice frame, not only for Blackburn to win, but a nice frame for people to watch. It shows both sides of pool, the attacking and the safety side.
That's 3-2. Well, it's back at the table. It's this is the young man you're telling me about, isn't it?
Yeah, there's
Russell Prescott.
It's two young men actually. There's Russell Prescott from Blackburn and Chris Brooks from Blackpool. Chris has got a very good following in Blackpool. They really think this lad is going to go a long way in the pool world.
He looks very young. Have you any idea how old he is?
I believe it's somewhere around about the 14 age group, 14 or 15, but I'm not 100% sure.
So Russell Prescott, or Blackburn, who's at the table now, is comparatively old man, isn't he?
Yes. In comparison to Chris, he was like drawing the pension.
It's a veteran, really. Yeah.
But Russell is. I should imagine that Chris will have had actually more experience playing this type of game than what Russell will have had. Russell's father, Steve, is a well-known character around the Blackburn pool world. He's played for a pub in Blackburn called the Beehive for many years.
suppose he gets it from his father. He's been playing since
well, with the greatest respect to his father, he doesn't get his ability from his father. And I suppose
obviously a friend of yours, isn't he?
Yeah, next time he sees me, I think I better duck. But no, Russell is a very confident lad.
And he's going down.
He's decided that like he fancies the chance and he's going for it. But unfortunately, I think you may find here he may just trickle up. Again, the speed of the table has just let the ball run away from him a little bit.
The white ball looks like it's
the white
pinned young Chris down a bit.
Yeah, but I don't think it's very hard for him. He'll just come off the angle of the pocket and he'll be hoping here maybe to snooker Russell.
Well, it's
yes, he's managed to see. He has snookered Russell there. That's
a good shot, wasn't it?
It was a good shot. He's got his the one ball out that he couldn't pot. He's got into the open, and the way I've seen in the few frames that Russell has played for us, the way I've seen him pop the pool balls, he's wouldn't surprise me next time if he sees one that he'll find him going for game.
Well, he played that with a lot of confidence, didn't he?
Yeah, but Russell has then, Chris there has just obviously weighed up the same thing, and he said, right, you're not going to do it so easy, and shoved one on the cushion.
Well, he's giving him a hard time,
but then again, it looks like he's going to try and pot this ball into the bottom left hand and use a bit of side and come off the cushion and move the one that, unfortunately, there, but he didn't quite come off. But I think he's got a bonus here, whereas you can just trundle up at back of the red ball.
Well, fortune favours the brave, they say, and he started off bravely.
He's left him in a little bit of difficulty here. I'd be very surprised if he actually missed his group. In fact, he may have a clear shot onto the yellow ball, onto the cushion.
Well, he'd walked away from it again. He's thinking very hard. Well, that white ball stayed hard against the cushion there.
I think you may find Russell here playing the red ball on the cushion, which is at the moment the one that will not pop. I think you may find him now trying to move that one. Because there's he's proving me wrong. I think he's seen a different plan. It was very unfortunate there. He played like the half ball snooker, as they say, where you play the white half onto the red, send them to the opposite cushions and hope that they
come back together.
That is actually the shot. Yeah,
it nearly worked.
Yeah, it nearly worked. It's a shot that he's regularly played at pool. Not that easy to judge. Yeah. But when it comes off, you get great benefit from it.
Well, we keep saying, but it's a fact that it's a brand new table, and they don't get any practice. They just walked in here and started playing, and it must be very, very difficult. I think we've got to remember that.
Yeah, young Chris there has shoved another one of these yellows at the side of the red ball. I think it will benefit Russell here to send another red ball somewhere near to that one. So he could maybe use it to move the whole thing, move the balls about a bit on the table a little bit more. Because at the moment Russell's leaving himself wide open for what could be a perfect snooker at back of the two yellow balls on the side cushion.
Which is what you don't want, isn't it?
At this stage of the game, no. I would very much like to see this go 3 apiece, and then I would.
How many players have you brought with you tonight?
I think we maybe have about 10 with us tonight. So
everybody gets a game, or virtually?
By one. We've with a squad of about maybe 13 or 14 players, but as you can imagine, not everybody's available on any one night.
A particular night, right?
To quote a phrase that Kenny Dalglish has been using lately, it's a squad game and not just who plays on the night.
That's right.
Not obviously wanting to compare myself with Kenny Dalglish.
Well, I don't see why not.
Just use one of his quotes.
You don't sound a bit like him, Derek.
But I shall be there tomorrow cheering.
Well, yeah. Well, I wish I could get there, but unfortunately I've got other commitments. Well, that's Chris there. Now, what did he do with that one?
Well, again, he's just, he's in a way, he's just tied the black ball up. So if Russell does happen to move his one-man ball, he's then now got the problem of the
there he is,
the
trying that shot again.
Yeah, but again, on the speed of the tail, it's a very difficult shot to judge. It's not the easiest shot in the world to play.
Yeah, a bit of chalk on the cue now. And
yeah, from this angle, it looked like the cue was bigger than him at that particular moment, didn't it?
I don't think you're wrong, actually.
But again, this is a sport that age doesn't detract from a player's ability.
No.
You usually find a lot of these young lads are landlords' sons and things like that. There's a couple of very, very good young players about.
Oh no, I'm looking at Chris now, and he's about 4 inches, 3-4 inches bigger than taller than Q.
Russell played a very nice shot there.
Yeah.
He's opened up the reds. He's opened up the red ball and took his white back down the bottom end of the table.
So in a way, young Chris is up against it a bit here in this at this particular juncture.
Well, again, he's still got the black tied up, so he would have to play a very good shot somewhere along the line to get position onto the black ball. And looking at this, it doesn't look like there's a direct pot for the black in any pocket. So I think again we'll find Russell here maybe just trying to roll this down to the cushion and just get it somewhere near.
Well, that's pretty near.
Yeah, it's shortest shot he'd have been looking for. And now it's just to see what Chris, how difficult he tries to make this for him. He could possibly maybe play off the yellow ball, which is nearest the bottom left hand, with a little bit of side to tuck the white up at the back of the yellow and black.
Yeah.
Which is a shot I think he is actually looking at.
He's pointing his cue that way.
Yeah, I think that's a shot he may be looking at. But the problem with that shot is if he does happen to play it too hard, he will be bringing the black into play.
Well, he didn't play it too hard, but I don't think it's can't come off quite as...
Yeah, I think we may now find Russell deciding to
go for broke.
Take these and try and find an angle on his last ball to some way get in.
Well,
I think
call that one right, Eric.
I think he's a bit unfortunate there. I think that if he could have placed the ball, the white ball anywhere he wanted, he would have tried to get position onto the other red. I think you may find him here just clipping off the red ball thin and coming back maybe to snooker him, but as I said,
well, couldn't be any closer than that then without dropping him.
No, but he would still have been left with a great deal of difficulty on the black.
A bit impetuous there, was he, you think?
Well, yes, I think with that shot, I think if he'd have tried to just run off the bottom, play the red ball thin and come off the bottom cushion and maybe snooker him, because the ball that he's now moved, to me, was the easiest one to knock the black out with. Where the balls are positioned now, it seems it's a lot harder shot.
So even at this stage now, with only 2 reds and all those yellows, Chris is in not a bad position at all.
Oh, certainly Chris Brooks at this moment in time must be considered as favourite for this frame. But if he carries on playing shots like that, he certainly won't be. I think we maybe find Russell here now, maybe just playing a combo and then just trying to find some sort of angle to move the black. says he hopingly.
Yeah, well, gotta cross your fingers here.
Yeah.
Well, here he goes now. It's Russell Prescott.
We've got a very good view of this one, haven't we?
Yes, we have. It's a good camera angle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now,
he's got a good...
I think what we'll find here is a deep left-hand screw shot off the red ball, and hoping to come over on this angle and maybe cannon into the black.
Spin it black to disturb, spin it back to disturb the black.
Yeah, but unfortunately he's going to have to use the rest, which makes the shot
a bit more difficult, because he's going to have to move the rest pretty quickly, isn't he? Because he'll be coming back in that direction.
Yeah, I think he's decided to risk the shot as it is.
No, he's got to go for calling for the rest there.
His prime objective here is to make sure that he doesn't snooker himself on the black, because if he gets a shot on the black, there is always maybe a double on or something like that. That's got to be, make sure he doesn't snooker himself.
Well, it's coming well back down the table, but...
Coming down the table, but unfortunately he may be able to come looking at the angle that Russell's looking at here. I think he may be looking to come off to the side cushion, hit the black up the back and send it into the opposite middle pocket. Now,
double it into
this will be a nice little shot if it comes off.
It's not exactly a double, is it? It's actually just going behind it.
It's what they call a back contact.
Well, that's what he's going for. Well, he got a touch. He got a touch there.
He was unfortunate there twice. He wasn't unduly bothered which middle pocket it went in, as long as it went in one. And he's also left Chris with a wait for the referee's decision here on whether it be a touching ball.
Touching
yellow, which makes it a lot easier for Chris. If that ball hadn't have been touching, it would have been very hard just to roll up onto it. But all he needs to do now effectively is just make contact with the white ball with the tip, as long as he plays away from the angle of the yellow.
Another snooker for...
lays a snooker for Russell.
Which he's done.
Which he has done there. Again, looking at the angle that we have from here, it doesn't... It looks a very difficult snooker to get out of.
Well, he's going for it. He's going to come down the table, isn't he?
He's going to try and put check side on to send the white back in a direct straight line. It was a bit unfortunate there. It was a difficult shot. Now it's up to Chris here what he does. I think maybe looking at this, he may elect to play the white from where it stands. I don't think he could possibly put it anywhere better to his advantage, but he may see things differently. Obviously he does.
He's going behind the line, and he can't change his mind now, can he, Derek?
No, you can't. It's very well said to the referee. Can you please put it back?
Very well said.
You know.
Well, here we go. Missed it.
He's missed it.
All
I can say to that is
thank you.
Thank you. Somebody up there loves me. But again, in where the rules have changed, there seems to have been some argument with this, who picks the white ball up, whether it's the referee or whether it's a player. The official ruling on that is that it's advisable for the referee to do so, but it is not compulsory that he does. You know, as long as the referee has called foul shot, then the player can pick the ball up himself and put it at the back of the line, but it is advisable for the referee to do so. Because if you had to pick the white ball up and knock a ball on the table, it would then be 2 shots against you.
Well,
it looks like Russell may have a shot at this here.
Well, he's going for it, I think. I'm pretty sure he is. And, well, doesn't get it. But
no. But again, it's just, with the cameras, it is a lot of added pressure here. And you can only, it's not making excuses for the players. But there's a lot more added pressure with the cameras here.
Well, it's not over yet. I mean...
oh, no, it's not over
Chris,
yet.
Chris has made a couple of mistakes, and I suppose you're hoping that he makes a couple more.
Yeah, possibly, but I think what we'll find him doing here now, we usually find when somebody's made one bad mistake like that, they do tend to knuckle down a little bit more.
Tighten the game up, yeah.
I think he'll maybe just try and pot this ball and then maybe snooker afterwards. I don't know. He must still fancy his chances to take these where they lie.
Mm.
Giving it a good coat of thinking, aren't he? He's certainly not rushing at anything, which is nice to see. At least he's managing to compose himself, and he's now electing to play a snooker.
Well, we can't quite see from our monitor angle, but I think he might be able to get through to that.
I don't know. Not looking at Russell's face.
Well, that tells it all, really, I suppose. Yeah. I was looking at the monitor.
Yeah, if we can see from this, we can now see from this camera angle that it is a snooker.
You can't get through that.
Yeah, but again, it's one that is hittable. It's once the ball is near a cushion, it then becomes a lot easier. No, it's a long way. I think Russell will be very, very disappointed with that shot. When he manages to see that on cable 7, I think he'll be very disappointed in that shot.
Well, that'll be sort of hearsay, and you know, if we all had hindsight, we'd all do things a lot differently.
I think young Chris will now wipe these away. I think he's gone at the first shot very, very confidently, and I think he's
a bit between his teeth.
Yeah. Well,
First visit.
I think he may have played that. I think he maybe just... Again, we can't see whether he can just trickle it in, but yes, he could. We couldn't really see properly from where we were how easy that shot was. He could still get into difficulties, though, here. It's not... He hasn't left himself the perfect angle. He's going to have to go across the table to where he may elect to just... Yeah, he's just electing to shove the other yellow over the middle. Oh, you can't get more over the middle than that, can you?
No.
Very nice shot there from young Chris.
Well, here we go. It's
2 shots on the black.
Well, he can't. Can he? I mean, he can't.
Well, yes, he can. I've seen it happen, but not this time.
Oh. So that's what, 4-2?
That takes us to 4-2, which now means that we have to win the last 3 here now. It's not beyond us, but now makes it a lot more difficult than we anticipated in the first place.
Right, well, here we are. And this is my co-commentator of a few minutes ago, Derek Howarth, who was the captain of the team. And I'm joined here by another member of the Blackburn team, Joss Guttoy. Hi, Joss.
Hello there.
What do you think of that opening shot from your captain?
Well, it was very unfortunate that he went in off, but we'll have to see what his opponent is made of and take it from there.
Well, his opponent is Carl Hickey, who is the brother of a guy who played earlier, David Hickey. And he got a red down there, so he's committed to reds now.
Which are looking quite favourable, though he has got a bit of hard work to do here. I think we should just watch and see how this game develops a little bit.
Well, Blackburn are up against it a bit here, aren't they, Josh?
Being 4-2 down.
This could decide it, couldn't it, really?
There's a lot to play for. Derek's playing in a captain's role here, and hopefully he will make it to 4-3, and the rest of our lads can finish it off.
Well, it's 4-2 now, and 7th frame here at Clayton Moors Conservative Club.
And
The Lancashire County Pool Super League. And this is the deciding game for the championship. This could be the deciding frame, but I'm sure Joss sitting next to me doesn't hopes otherwise.
Well, obviously, but he's just spotted a lovely red in the top right-hand corner. And with 2 shots left. And, oops, he's missed one there. And that has let Derek in with a definite chance now of doing something very sad. I'm sure he'll play a safety shot before he'll try and pot anything. He's having a good look.
Well, he's going down there, taking a shot now.
Hopefully trying to get behind that yellow. A little bit short.
Played it safe, but it's right up against the
Cushion.
So it's not
So whether he can
too
get this
easy
one
to
into the middle.
Right, it's healthy to me.
And he's done that in the middle.
Well, it's like there's nothing Derek can do now. Just sit back and wait.
I have to agree with that. Oh.
Now then, this puts a different complexion, doesn't it, Joss?
Very different. I would imagine.
So what position now is that correct me if I'm wrong, Derek gets 2 shots here and can place the white ball anywhere he wants behind that white line. And
correct.
What do you think he will do? He does get 2 shots, that's right, isn't it?
It's very, with having 2, 4, 6, 7 balls on the table, Derek really can take any shot he really
chooses to,
really, you know. And you've got to watch his gameplay from his first shot, really.
Well, let's take a good look at it there. This is Derek Howarth.
It's all about decision making now when you've got 2 shots. It's hoping that you'll get that first shot is going to be the right one.
Well, he has a lot on his shoulders. Captain.
That's true.
4-2 down. They need 5 frames to win.
He's looking like he's going for that in the top right-hand corner. Probably take the other one into the left-hand corner and then come down to these bottom balls.
Well, still on his first.
Probably come down that top left-hand corner and come down for this one on the top, on the bottom right. There's a hard ball there on the bottom to our right. You could either take that one or take the one on the left, which he looks like he's going to do. He's missed it. But he's still a good chance of cleaning up opportunity here. And I think he knows it. His only problem ball is the one at the bottom on the right-hand side cush. We should just have to see how he approaches it.
Well, bit of tension around here now, isn't there? Well, he's taking that shot, and how's he left himself?
Well, he's looking like he's probably play a safety shot after this now. But from our angle, we can't actually see properly on the television camera.
Well, that's a slightly better angle, and
yeah, that is. It's looking like a player safety. Yeah,
he's played a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I think he hit the yellow first, though, didn't he?
I don't really know. Yeah, I think he did. I think the referee is.
I thought I saw the yellow move a fraction of a second before the red, and is that another 2-2 Derek?
I believe so.
If that's the case, yeah. I have a problem with that one up on the right-hand side, furthest away from our camera, isn't it?
That's the problem ball they'll have. You'll probably be thinking of taking that ball down to the bottom and screwing back and moving it out. But you can never tell when an actual player's on the table exactly what he's thinking.
It's so different up there, isn't it? Roll that one in. Oh, my. Oh, that's not bad, is it?
That's not a bad shot at all, really. In fact, he didn't have 2 shots, he only had 1. And so he played a very good shot there. He's rolled it over the table.
And black's in the way from the red, is it? Yes, it's...
He's left his opponent in a pretty difficult position.
Well, he's going to have to double it off the side, and he's missed it. Could be that this game's slipping away from Carl Hickey from Blackpool.
He's now got the chance to put the white anywhere behind that line, which no doubt he will take. And I would imagine he'll probably go for, yeah, he has done, for the ball on the right, on your right-hand side there, and try to drop this one into the pocket. Unfortunately, he hasn't, but he probably will now try and roll this up to the yellow on the same cush. Or
maybe he's going to try and cut it into the...
Yeah, maybe. He will probably, he knows he's got a bad ball there, so he's not going to go for it in the 1 shot remaining, so he'll probably either drop one in or play a safety shot, or drop one in then play a safety shot, or play a safety shot right away.
Yeah, he's taking a good long look at it, and I think he's going to come across the table.
No, he'll not come across, he'll just touch this yellow properly and knock that other one in. And now, well, if he's thinking of a clear up, it's
going to be difficult.
A bit hard with that yellow that's on the cushion.
Well, what can he do to move it without...
well, he could take this, the one on the bottom cush, right-hand side. He could move it with that. His only problem with that, he doesn't know where the yellow's going to go. But it looks like he's just going to touch this yellow and snooker in behind the black. But it's dropped in. That was his idea, snooker in behind the black. But obviously not. Now, he's either going to drop this in and try and move the yellow away, or drop the yellow in and try and snooker behind the yellow.
Well, he's going to... No, he's going to drop it, try and drop it in and come back covering the black. Come back to where he's almost where he is now, eh?
Oh. He's missed the yellow, but he's got a good shot down for the yellow. He did try and move the yellow there, but he's come out fairly favourable. If he can just roll this one down in. And he's snatched at it. But it's come over the pocket and it's not too bad. I think from that angle he can hit the red. I think from that angle he'll be able to pot the red from our monitors here.
Yeah. Well, he's going for it. It's all down to this ball, really, isn't it? And he's got it.
It was a very clean cut shot, was that? And it's come out absolutely perfect for him in the middle.
Well,
very good game from Blackpool.
Well, that's very unfortunate. It's Blackpool lead 5-2, and now that's the end of that game. So, how does that leave Blackburn? There's no chance of winning the championship now? Or?
Well, I would leave that on to Derek knows the situation of how the championship stands, and he can enlighten you more on that.
Right, that's unfortunate. Now we sort of say goodbye from Clayton Moore's Conservative Club, Lancashire County Pool Super League, with Blackpool leading Blackburn by 5-2. So it's good night from Cable 7 Sports.